Chicago White Sox going up against the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And on the hill, the lefty, Shota Imanaga. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Pitch misses there. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one down.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Now one
That's
missed.
ball 2.
1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side,
foul.
and that's just foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Mike Tauchman at the plate now. That's ball 1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Langoliers makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, number 64.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Edman went deep in his most recent game. Fastball is outside.
Oh, that's inside.
And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Oh, and very nicely done for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock, you're going to drive in a run, you're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And a base hit right there.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Runner at second, 2 down. You're in game one of this 3-game set. Swing and a ground ball to first. That is the inning. End of one, and we're still scoring. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Benintendi. And he hits a ground ball right side. Hira steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second. And next to hit for the Sox, Miguel Vargas. In for a strike, 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball one.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that
2
skips
balls,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And here's the first baseman, Tim Elko. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Two outs, base is empty. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. He swings and fouls one off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second.
That's out.
Next pitch is outside. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Ji-hwan Bae. Slider right there.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep into counts. Doesn't have a ton of swinging.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. And a foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That one inside. Look out.
Two the count.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. See you later. That one felt good. His 12th of the season, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. And a foul ball. That's inside.
That's inside.
Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And that one fouled off. Kira with a homer in his last game. One down, base is empty. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back and gone. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they jump out front. It's 3-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
1 out, base is empty. Hye-Sung Kim up next for the A's. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Tommy Edman at the plate, grounded out his first time. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Saved at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Chop to the right side, Elko. And he handles it himself for the out. Hye-Sung Kim, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to short. Over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. It's the A's 3 and the White Sox 2. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Headed down the line, and that will drop foul. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle.
Swing and a ball hammered right field, going back on its way, and it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Austin Slater stands in. Just missed.
1-0.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it stays fair. Man at first with 1 gone. So up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Slater over at first with 1 away. Lifted in the air out to left. Kwan brings it in, and there's 2 away. Andrew Benintendi steps up. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Benintendi needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. To the right side. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. And there's the strike. That's to 3rd. Tosses across to first. And that quickly 2 away. G1 up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Shota back to work. And that's a little bit high.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And he grounds one to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs. Tim Elko steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered in this game. In there for strike one. Elko with some struggles at the plate recently. Not uncommon for rookies. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the White. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they grab the lead. It's 4-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now Stephen Kwan, 0 for 1 so far. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
This one in the air, center field. My draw. And there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 6-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So the lineup flips over. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. In the air, out towards right center. Robert hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Ha-Sung Kim. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kim goes 5 feet 9 inches, 29 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job.
New pitcher for the White Sox, Sean Burke.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Tap foul at the plate. The A's looking to add another. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
That one misses. And a full count now. Seiya Suzuki in the on-deck circle for the A's. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. First and second, 2 outs. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki, has grounded out a couple of times. On a line, base hit. Coming home. 1 run is in. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now, Ji-Hwan Bae. Runner takes off. Throw. Save.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead. But I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's a strike.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Next pitch misses way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Next offering is downstairs. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 away. And next to hit for the Sox, Chase Mydroth. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one in there across the letters.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. Gets him to chase after that one. Catcher has it, fires to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Athletics, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 8-3.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 2. And misses inside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball, double-barreled action in the bullpen. Adrian Hauser up and loosening in the pen. Boozer, the lefty, warming up as well. The other way. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's Castanheira. And the first offering is not close. Fastball for a strike. That one missing inside. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and it's gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 9-3.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. And here comes Tommy Edman. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Safe at second. offering is down low.
I got a ball.
Runner at second here, one gone. And a 1-2. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A gigantic blast. Their third home run of the inning. It's 11-3.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Adrian Hauser. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. First pitch, and he just misses. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. And Benintendi able to make the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Lee at the plate with two away, swings through that one. And there's a foul ball. That misses. Now 1-2. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Nice job behind the plate there. But they go deep 3 times in the inning. And we're back. Start of the 6th. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Austin Slater. Check swing went around. That's strike one.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Mike Tauchman. 0 for 2. And a swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. And we're the top half of the 6th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Benintendi stands in now and watches strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And it stays fair.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And the runners will move up.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 down the line. And that drops foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Kwan under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop, Ji-Hwan Bae. Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. The throw to second is offline.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jordan Leisure getting loose out there. Boozer getting cranked up as well. Man at second. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 12-3.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and it's 13-3. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Substitution now at second base. On a pinch run, Masataka Yoshida. This to third. The throw to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Next up for the A's, Hae-Sung Kim. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Line to left. And that's a base hit coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead continues to grow. Here comes the skipper. New pitcher now, number 61. He's been so good against lefties. And now the right fielder, Tommy Edman. First offering, runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. And a base hit up the middle. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Smash that will do the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Lee, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Swinging a foul straight back. Two on, 1 out. In the air, left side. Benintendi is there. And there's 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki. Ball 1 there. Edman over at second. Kim on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. In the air, right field. Tachman pulls that one down, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Tomoyuki Sagano. He left. Pitched 2 days ago. So coming into the game now on defense, Rob Refsnyder. He'll be patrolling center field. And first offering is fouled off. Sagano, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Yoshida in position. And out number 1 on the grab. And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. And a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
That misses. Now 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, tough night at the dish, punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. And out of here. He sends a rocket to left. His second of the year. It's 15-4.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Digging in, Chase Mydroth. Right down the chute, 0-1. And ball one.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. But the White Sox get one on a homer as the set for the last half of the seventh. Stepping in, Shea Whitcomb. Slow roller to third. Vargas fires across the diamond, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. And now here's the A's catcher, Harry Ford. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there are two down. Two outs, base is empty. Masataka Yoshida up next for the A's. That to right, Tauchman. And makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Sagano back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count now even up. On the ground. Foul. And it goes just foul. The 2-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Mike Tauchman getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
One ball, two strikes.
Slater gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one lifted in the air center field. Ref Snyder settles underneath it, hauls it in, and there's one away. So a man aboard, Benintendi to the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. Out number two. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He made him pay for that one. Third home run of the season. It's 15-6.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Baldwin in the box now. No balls and a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's in for a strike. And 1 and 2.
That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's to third. Zips it to first, and that'll do it. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer as the A's are on top. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Fought off foul. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now, Hae-Sung Kim. He swings and fouls one off. Nobody out. Runner at first. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That one misses. And the count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2
Definitely a
strikes,
swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Out.
Right there trying to avoid that ground ball double play. Send the runner in that situation. Hope that maybe somebody moves out of position and your hitter puts the ball in play and you get a first and third situation. But unfortunately, strikeout, throw out, double play. Good job by the defense.
And that will fall. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Next to hit, Hae-Sung Kim. Swing and a ball popped in the air. He makes the grab, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And first offering is fouled off. Yoshida sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's one down. And here is Edgar Caro. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1 and 0.
Just
That's
missed.
too high.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a pop-up. Kim drops into the glove, and there's 2 down. White Sox down to their final out. Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1 strike away.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
That one
Ball
off
1.
the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. A dive, he's got it. Fires to first, and what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
This one ends 15-6. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From the nation's capital, we welcome you inside Griffith Stadium. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Kodai Senga. And Sengi, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that
That's a ball.
can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
3-0 down. That clips the corner. On the ground to third. Kim with the throw to first. One out in the top of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Lenny Sosa, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Just misses. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy in the box on his heels and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw. But he's in there easily.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The White Sox leave one, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy on the hill and coming off a great start, Davis Martin. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
That one to first. Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Jump throw. On the money. Nice play.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, bases empty. Jung-Hoo Lee digs in now. And a foul ball. Lee, 26 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 4 for 4 last night. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Miguel Vargas. That one's in there. 0-1. Hard hit, right side. Hira takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So up next, Michael A. Taylor. Taylor working through some struggles lately. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Popped up. Bay. And there's 2 away. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Brooks Baldwin. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3, go the White Sox. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ji-Hwan Bae. Martin back to work. In the air, right field. Tachman on the move. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And now 2 gone. Now here is Stephen Kwan. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. This one in the dirt.
0-1.
Oh, 1 down.
Ball.
And that is out of play. Runner at second, 2 down.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes.
Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the rookie third baseman, Colson Montgomery. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bae snags it on the run.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Late swing, foul to the left. Now 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Now one missed. Top of the 3rd, no score. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to short. Bae tosses to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. That misses. 1-0. Lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And here is Sosa to the plate. First offering, and it just misses. There's the strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Hesung Kim. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
You know, these A's definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Runner on the go. Throw to second, and great jump. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some...
That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. And he's in there as a run scores on the play.
That was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one is back. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. His 7th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch. And I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one pushed foul.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ji-Hwan Bae up next for the A's. He's been a great free agent sign. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That ball's foul.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Next offering is fouled back. Senga winds and deals. That's through there for a strike. Good eye in that spot.
2-2 the count.
Headed towards the corner. Kwan sprinting after it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering down in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Benintendi into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. And now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. He may just.
Now this is through for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Taylor stands in now and watches strike 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Slice to right. And that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and it's a 1-run game.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. And midway in the 4th. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. Doubled his first time. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Keston Hiura up to hit now. There's a strike. Hiura in his 4th year, 28 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And the 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball down the left field line. Benintendi ranging after it. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Senga back to work. Way inside. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Out towards right center field. Suzuki on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Edgar Caro now at the plate. And a foul ball. White Sox down to run. That one fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. And the batter now, Chase-Mydroff. Nasty pitch right there. And that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
White Sox down a run. Foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Langoliers down to first with it. In time, the 2-3. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a stepladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
This one in the air, right field. Tachman should have this one. One down. Ha-Sung Kim up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. Rips that one center field, and there's a hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw, safe. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Taylor makes the play. That's out number 2. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Cam Boozer up and throwing. Leisure, the right-hander, also getting loose. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 3 and the White Sox 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Lenny Sosa. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. And takes low for ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. And he'll be safe at first.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit on the ground might be 2. To second for 1. He's out. On to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Benintendi up here.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Here's your 1. That's a little bit low. Just
inside,
missed. A's leading by a run.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one down the line, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground to first, and he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing here. Bottom of the 6th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ji-hwan-bae. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
You know, these Athletics putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
He takes it on his own. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. He's grounded out a couple of times. And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Cam Boozer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw, and they got him.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit-and-run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. On to first. Inning over on the ground out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Taylor in the box lays off for ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing that.
Taylor runs. Fouled off. He was late.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
Inside, ball 1.
And prevent that run from scoring.
Yep, that ball went out.
Tough spot right here. Couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one not close. And now it's 3-2. Goes down looking. Colson Monk. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change. Riley O'Brien gets the ball now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Puts a bunt down. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. 2 down, go ahead run and scoring position. Way inside, gets out of the way. Called strike right there.
Full count.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Popped in the air, left field. Quan has a beat on it, and that's the third out. Get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dan Altavilla. Here's Castanheira, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. So he goes yard to left. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So up next, Hae-Sung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Taylor settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And next is the designated hitter, Tommy Edman. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now it's going to be Hae-Sung Kim. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Altavilla, 32 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 5-3. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game.
Jordan Leisure on the pitch here.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they take a 3-run lead. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay in there safely.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Solo runner at third, 2 outs. Ji-Hwan Bae getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
The count.
The A's looking to add another. Here's a high chopper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. O'Brien back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And another ball. And that one fouled off.
Inside ball.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hooks it away for the out. And there's one down. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one misses.
No strike.
Ball one. That one drilled left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Tauchman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The throw in, but it's offline. And it's 6-4.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Benintendi in the box now. Takes strike one. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Could use a ground ball here. Up it in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And there's a ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
He's got it. 2 away down. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for. Manager out of the dugout now. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Just off the outside edge, 1-1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone, 1-2. And that one upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one just misses. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Tying run at the plate. Got him. He battles for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. And we're back. And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Up the middle. And a base hit. Now here is Keston Hiura. He's already homered in this game. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. 1 for 3. field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He circles the bases. It's 8-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the DH, Tommy Edman. First offering misses badly for ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air to left down the line. Benintendi sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. The A's with a 2-run blast. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. And now the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Now into the game, Rob Refsnyder. He takes over in right. That one at triple digits. Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next offering upstairs. That clips a corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
The Athletics leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Set down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Montgomery in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Popped up. Big. And that'll do it. The A's have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Athletics. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. And on the hill here today, Darvish. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Just off the inside edge.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And it's through for a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 1-0. Here's Mike Tauchman. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And that's in there for strike one. Darvish with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Center field, Lee under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound.
Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Darvish kicks, delivers. And there's a fly ball deep right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. One run across. Passes third. He wants it all. Safe at home as two score on the inside the park homer.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And now, Michael A. Taylor. Darvish delivers. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Wickham. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. So digging in, Tim Elko. Taylor runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. The throw in. And here's the rookie catcher, Kyle Teal. That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. Coming home. One run is in.
Four hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
The 1-1. Pulls that one foul. Struck him out looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So
base hit and a run comes in. Throws to second.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Hit on the ground to short. Wickham. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And now here is Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a ground ball. Sosa on the run, throw to first, and they get the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Hae-Sung Kim.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year, and man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Fair ball. Man at first. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 4 for 7 in this runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Run comes in from second. And it's an RBI single. It's 6-1. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
On the ground, could be 2. Sosa over to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Lenin Sosa. Darvish back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And
it looks like trouble. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the...
And that one is lifted in the air. Lee sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Makes the grab, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. Off the mark there. And it's 1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Shea Langoliers in the box now as he leaves that one up high. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Hit weakly on the ground. Slings it across. Out number 3. So they make short. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That's in there. It's 0-1.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on.
And that one hammered. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And now the catcher comes up to him, Kyle Teal. It was a triple and an RBI in his first at bat. Pitch misses. Ball one. Swing and a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Next to hit, Colson Montgomery. Struck out looking in his first at bat. That one's in there. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
That's the ball.
Swung on, popped up left side. Wickham makes the catch. 1 away. And now it's Luis Robert. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 10-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
So the and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tomoyuki Sagano. He's into the game with the bases empty. Right through there for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Got him swinging.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger.
Sends it across to first, and that is the inning. Luis Robert with the homer here, and this is. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Right side, and that's just foul. To the right side, Sosa. And a quick out, number one. Next up for the A's, Hye-Sung Kim. 6 hits in the series, 2 of them for home runs. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 10-2.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So the lineup flips over. Jung-Hoo Lee up next for the A's. Grounded out his first time up. There's a strike.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter. and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Play is made, 2 out.
The third baseman, number 7.
Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Singled and scored his first time. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Chop to third. Montgomery. Slings to first. That's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And now an 8-run lead. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Tauchman goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Andrew Benintendi steps up. He's already homered here in this one. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Tauchman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground, right side. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break.
1 at second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the White Sox 10 and the A's 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ball 1 there.
You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1 and 2.
Out to short. Zips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The batter, number 8.
Here's Keston Hiura. He's 0 for 1. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it one-hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. Swings here and blasts one left field. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. His 9th homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-4.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Whitcomb now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Foul ball still 0-2. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, that's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now a 10-4 score. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
One down, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike. Grounds one to short. Whitcomb jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know, this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
So 2 away with nobody on. So here's Robert now. First pitch, not close. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Tommy Edman. Savali back to work. On the ground, right side. And it stays fair. Man at first, nobody out. Hesung Kim digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Foul ball there. Towards first. Elko takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Back to the top of the lineup, Jung-Hoo Lee up next for the A's. Has grounded out a couple of times. Fouled off to the right.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you executed. Just a long strike.
Out to short, Mydroth. Throws across the diamond. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great work.
Here goes the runner. And that one gets away at the plate. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. The 2-run shot, his 4th home run of the season. And they cut into the lead. It's 11-7.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake, but you know what?
The White Sox going with a new arm, number 61.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Into the second deck it goes. Second home run of the inning for him. And they're chipping away. It's 11-9.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
At the plate, Shea Whitcomb chopped on the ground, but it kicks foul. The pitch. That one out to right. Tauchman on his way over. Makes the grab. And that will end the inning. but 2 round trippers. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yusei Kikuchi.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2.
2-2.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Benintendi to the plate. That's a base hit. The throw into second. That holds the runner at second base.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Fought off foul. Tachman on second. Benintendi at first. 1 gone. That misses the zone. And 1-1. That one is upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one hammered but pulled foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging, and 2 away now. And here's the first baseman, Tim Elko. Upstairs, 1-0. Smoked on the ground a second. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down. Next up for the A's, Hesung Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third, and Ed Drummond right on it says he held up.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Benintendi makes the grab for the 2nd out. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Taylor, long run, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. Top of inning number 7. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. Left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Nabs it, and there's 1 down. Now the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. That one pushed to the left and foul. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. This to third. Kim tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Robert in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. New pitcher for the White Sox, Tyler Alexander. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Ha-Sung Kim getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a drive. Taylor makes his way towards it. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Rob Refsnyder.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a foul out of play. The tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Now the A's designated hitter, Keston Hiura. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground out to short. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Good job right there. Puts the ball in play, and now they're only down by a run.
Pitching change here. Jordan Leisure. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Late swing fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That one outside. And the count 1-2.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2000? And gets it to first. And the inning is. And we're back. We're at the top. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Brooks Raley. Now fly ball to right center. Edman. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. And next to hit for the Sox, Lenin Sosa. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball popped up. Kim sizes this one up. And a couple of quick outs. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And ball one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Chop back up the middle. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Swing and a ball hammered right field, going back on its way, and that's a home run into the upper deck. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game, and they add a pair. It's 13-10.
Man, he completely covered that pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner of the plate. His shoulder stayed square. He got to it, got around it, and got it up in the air. Nice home run.
So 2 down. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Kim right there to make the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Home half of inning number 8. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dan Altavilla. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 45, Dan.
Langoliers, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Steven Wilson, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He sends it into the 2nd deck. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 13-11. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run for him. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Pinch hitter coming on, Masataka Yoshida. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. This one smoked on its way out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 13-12.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman, 1 for 3. And he pumps it a strike. To the right side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Now the White Sox comes on now.
Number 71.
Hesung Kim up next for the A's. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a slow roller. Sosa. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
2 down, nobody on. Hit in the air, left field. Benintendi brings it in, and that is the inning. But 2-round trip. Ji-Hwan-Bae. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here.
Number 3.
Elko leading things off and takes a strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Trying to move the runners over. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Luis Robert now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with one away. Chase Maidra will hit next. So they're all loaded up. Not close, and it deflects away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. One runs in. Line drive, fair ball. Robert on his way around third. One run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Back-to-back base hits. He got a pitch he could get to out front. Kept his bat through the ball and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Sosa, the runner at second with one away. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
To the right side, Kim. Handles, throws to first. Tuchman is gone. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Runner at third, 2 away. And he grounds one to the right side. Kim. The throw to first. And that is that. So 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Adrian Hauser. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 57. Adrian Hauser.
Kim, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tuchman makes the grab, 1 down. Next up for the A's, Rob Refsnyder. He's 0 for 1. That's down and in. A slider missed. 1 out, bases empty. And there's a hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Keston Hiura. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Steven Wilson comes on trying to close it out.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now Shea Langoliers. Ball 1, no strikes. First and third, 1 down. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tauchman on the move to the gap. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The runner from third comes across as they get one back.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Ji-hwan Bae now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone way up into the upper deck. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. His second homer this series. It's 17-16. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Tommy Edman at the plate. On the ground, right side. Sosa. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.